Review samples and on YouTube. Welcome back. So today we're going to look at this in WPF. So this would be like a project for a fashion design agency, probably a tailoring house, a fashion house, a designer, luxury clothes designer, something like that. So we're going to look at putting these two UI ideas from UI design tool into thing in WPF. So this will be just the WPF focused videos. So this would be for the mission control layer of the application. So let's get into it. So create a new project. Okay, so select WPF. Okay, then I'll select somewhere to save the project. So I'll select here. So okay, fashion. Say .wpf, then solution name will say UI. Then we'll go next, we'll click next. Okay, so .NET 8 long-term support. Every other .NET before that is no longer supported. So this is forward going .NET 8 and .NET 9. If you have .NET 9, you can follow along. Okay, I'll be back for the project loads. And we are back. So first things is first. Okay, everything is loaded. So first thing is first. We'll come here. We'll put that there like that. Then let's get into it. So we'll start here. I'm going to add a folder. So this folder will say images images. And then we'll come to our starter kit. So this will be in the starter kit. So put these two gradient images. Okay, then come back to the starter kit. Well, this will be in the starter kit. Then the starter kit will put a link to the starter kit in the description section. Then we just need this and this. Okay, we'll paste that in there. Then let's see what we've got here. Okay, so just one more thing. Which one has got more detail? This one. Okay, this one has got more detail. I'll select this one, so I'll copy that. Then okay, project, so I'll come here. Then we'll paste that in. Then we'll follow .NET MAUI style of naming images. So everything must be lowercase. So make everything lowercase here. Okay, there we are. So let's get back to our UI design tool. So let's start here. Okay, still the same thing. I'll select this one here. Okay, so that's 1280/720. So we'll come here, 1280/720. So with this will be 1280/1280, and height will be 720. So just leave that there. Then what else do we have? Okay, so 2 rows. There'll be 2 rows in WPF. So one row will have one row will be this one here, then the second row will be this one here. Just hold on. Okay, so this will be the second row. All this content will be in the second row. Then in the first row we'll have 2 columns, so 3 actually. One will be at the end here, then we'll have one for buffering here, then one for the button, then this one will remain empty. Then in the second row we'll have 2 columns, one for this side of the content on this side of the application, then the content on this side of the app also. Then inside this column we'll have a stack, so the stack layout will have the image on top, this label stacked here, then this label stacked here, then this border stacked here, this label here, then this border, then this button, then we have this at the bottom here. Then we'll see how we'll add some extra WPF statements there. So let's get right into it again. Let's see, WINDOW, Windows down, none, so get rid of the hub there. Then basic background transparent, background transparent. Then inside the grid we'll put a border. Then inside that border we'll do this. Border dot background. So then here we'll have this tag, an image brush, image source, an image source. Then okay, I'll close that off. Then the border will come and do this. Oh, sorry, no, corner radius. Okay, corner radius. So let's make that 25. Okay, we won't see that effect just yet. We have to put the image source first. So come here, images / I like to do this. Okay, and gradient, gradient, or request one of those gradient images .png, gradient 1, I think. Let's see. Okay, the space there. Okay, enter. Okay, that should propagate. Let's see. What's with this squiggly line? Okay. Okay, so there we go. So there's our gradient. That's all done. Okay, that should be gradient 2, sorry. So let's put 2 there. Gradient 1 is for the dashboard. Okay, so this one's for the UI, the login menu. So let's just get that to fit there. So fit everything in there. Okay, so there's our rounded edges. It has taken effect there. Then So this one we'll come and look at it later on, so just take note of that. So that works like that, but we'll come and look at this later on. Okay, so S, so there's our image in the background. Then we're going to put a grid on top of that image. So let's put a grid on top of that image. So that grid is on top of that image there. Then 2 rows. Grid, row definitions. So let's close that off. Okay, then row definition. Okay. Now need this like this. So we have 2 rows there, 1, 2. Then we're going to do this. Is it height? H-I-G-H-T. Okay, height. 10 star for now. So copy that. Control C. Control V. Then this will be 90 star. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so that looks convincing. Then okay, there we go. Add another grid. So this grid by default will occupy grid row 0, which is this one here. So just to give an idea of what I'm saying, we'll do this grid row 0. So that will be in there. So that will be like a strongly typed reference. Then we'll come here, add some columns. So that's column definition. So it's the housing for our columns. So column definition, so close that off. Then we'll just do this, Control D, Control D. Okay, so there we are. So the first one will be, let's see, 80 star. VIDTH. So 80 star. Okay. So copy that. Then let's do this 80 star. This one will be what, 10. Okay. Then this one will be 10 star also. So, but that's a little bit big. So let's do this. 5. Okay, 90 star. So we can make this smaller. Okay, so that's just for buffer there. So our button will come in here, this button here, and this one. Okay, so let's just add the button for now. And add letter X for content. Then let's just color it. Foreground, just give it a basic white. And the width, for now let's make that AUTO. Height, Okay, so with this height auto, then we'll come and place it in grid column. So this go like this, the numbering convention. So this is column 0, this is column 1, this is column 2. So we're targeting column 1, so that will move there. Okay, let's see, font size too small. Okay, there we go. So that is just for reference purposes, so come and finish it off later on. Then we move to the second grid, have another grid, close that off. Then this grid will have 2 columns, so say grid column definition, close that off. Then we'll come here, command definition, close that off. And then we duplicate that, Control D. So I have 2 columns, but this one is going to be moved here. So JRID, we'll move it here. Grid row 0, so move it into grid row 1. So this is grid row 0, this is grid row 1. So these are 2 columns in grid row 1 there. Then grid row 1, we're going to do this. Let me see. Okay, so the image is there. Okay, let me do this first. So stack, okay, so let's use the stack panel. Then let's add an image control. An image, then we'll say SOURCE, then /IMAGES / Pharaoh hat. That should be not PNG, JPG. Let's just confirm. So come Solution Explorer, Pharaoh fashion hat. Okay, small letter. Okay, actually it's like this. So just X that out. Small letter P. Pharaoh fashion hat. Okay, that's not propagating. Okay, let's just do this. Let's copy that. Okay, G images. Okay, so there we are. Now go back to our UI tool. Okay, so this is occupying 340, 510. Okay, so stack panel. Okay, so 340. Height 510. Okay, 340, 510. Then let's see. Okay, so no corner radius. Okay, so we'll put this in a border. Actually, let me do this. Get that. I don't think we need the stack panel, but let's start from here first. Okay, border. So I'll come there. Then let's put that there. And I think we can take this and can get rid of everything else. Then we can come here. Okay, so the stack panel is let's hold on. Okay, so there's our border, so let's borrow these. Okay, then let's do this. Okay, so can get rid of the stack panel. So by default this is in column 1, column 0, then this is column 1, so I can do this. Okay, all right, there we are. All good. Okay, things seem to be coming up okay. Okay, so column 2, that's why I'm going to use this now. I'll definitely do need to use that in there. Then I'll just borrow this and I'll make some changes. Let's put that there. So this is just an image control. So image brush, image source, this only works inside the border background. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, let's move that to the other column, to the one on the right. Okay, so there we are. But this is not the image that we want. We want this one. I'll go to PNG. So let's go to our UI design tool. Let's see if we can probe the size. So 369, 169. So just borrow this. Let's put that there. $369, $169. Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, so got a label. So underneath the image, we'll put a label. So let's get that content. Okay. And close off that tag. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so the font is enter, font size is semi-bold, font size, okay, font attribute, font weight is semi-bold, font size is 24, font family is enter. So let's come here. Okay, so say FONT font family, INTER. So these are built in. The fonts in WPF are built into the system that you're using to work on the project, so there's not much to worry about. Okay, so enter font family, FONT font size 24, FONT font weight. So lucky enough we have semi-bold here also. Then press enter, then we'll come okay, so font color, so just copy that color. Okay, copy. All right. Okay, now yeah. So foreground. Okay, I think I copied with the hashtag. Okay, so there we are. Then let's position that. So it's horizontal alignment, center. Okay, so that will be centered there. Let's see. Let's take a closer look at that. Okay, so that's awfully close to the top image there. So here I like to do this. Use a border and close it off. So I'll close it off. Then we'll say border height. The height for the border. Then we'll say 15. Okay, then that will create some very realistic spacing there. Okay, then we move on. Okay, so can copy this. Let's do this. Then I'll put this here. Then we'll just position this. Okay, so just move that to see more of what we're working on. Okay, so this one will be name. So name will come on top of the, okay, the label will come on top of the border, the text box. Then add a border. Close that off. Border background. Border background white. border. Border brush. See if it still have that. Okay, no, don't have that there. So I'll select this one. Okay. Then corner radius. Let's put this for now. And let's put it. So what's our height here? Okay, 425/34. Okay, let's get our width in there. 425. Let's bring this into perspective. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so that's supposed to be 34. With a thickness of 1, so there's our border there. Then we can add our text box. So the width, so let's say 410. Make the width 410. Height, we'll just say 34. Okay, 34. Then let's see. Let's close that off. We'll get a good look at our text box. Okay. Then let's do a border. Border thickness, we'll say is 0. Okay. Then the width, let's say 405. Okay, just make it 400. Okay, so it disappears into, alright, okay, let's do the height. Okay, that's good. That's good. The text box is there. Okay, so let's look at the label name. So horizontal alignment, not center but left. Okay, so we're going to do this. Let's borrow this with this. Let's put that there. And also put that there. Okay, so that should take care of that there. Okay, then we'll come here, start from this border here all the way up to here. We'll select that, then we'll say Control C, and we'll enter here, Control V, and just move this into place. Okay, same thing here. Okay, so and we're good. So this one will be instead of name. Okay, password. All right, then we'll get what we're getting, border again. Okay, Control C, but this time we're going to do this. I don't need that. Let's bring this into position here and just clean up everything. Okay, you can space that there, I guess. I don't make that. That should make things clearer. Okay, so here what we're going to do now. Okay, let's do some referencing here. Okay, username. Okay, 25. What's on top of this one? Let's go to password. Okay. And how does that look here? All right. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so let's do it with a button. It's not a text box, but so a button. Then we'll say background white, not transparent. So the background is transparent. Okay, that looks good. Let's just click there. So get this color here, which are also here in the color picker. Okay, then I'll change the color of the background. Okay, then button, we'll say content 1, 2, 3. Then I'll bring in these font attributes. Or let me say not font attributes but font settings. Okay, or font configurations or something. Okay, so that looks good. Then we'll take this. So which one is this? Okay, so it's this label here, so get that one. Then we'll come here, okay, then just hold on, let me do this. Okay, so there we are. Then foreground, instead of this color, we'll make it this color. Okay, then we'll finish off with this. You'll add your email address, so it'll be like this. This is my email address. Okay, so there we go. Oh, okay, before we forget, so we'll copy this button here, everything there, and we'll say C, we'll copy, then we'll come all the way up here. So all the way up here, that's that button there. So we'll do this. Then yeah, just bring everything into position, into perspective. Okay, so there we are. Then we'll just borrow this. Actually, we'll get everything there. We'll X that out, paste that in. Then yeah, can do away with that one. So we've got that one there. Then content will see. Okay, then widgets will say auto. Okay, to be auto also, and that to be auto also. Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'll do this 64. So that will be half the height, so 32. So have a nice round button there. Okay, then where's our foreground? Oh, there's no foreground here. Okay, so let's add foreground. So foreground will be white. Okay, so we'll save that. Then I'll come to this button. Okay, just for now, starters, I'll come to this button and double click. Then it will take me here. After double clicking, then I'll do this. Okay, and we're done there. Then I'll come back here. Then let's get started with this part. Okay, let's see. Okay, alright, that was quick. Okay. There is one procedure I think I forgot to follow, so it should generate an error. Probably not. No, but it should. Let's see. We're going to load. Okay, good. This is what I was hoping it would do first. So press stop. we press stop. Then we're going to do this. Come to the Solution Explorer, we'll select all these images, then click, right click, Properties, none, we'll move none to Content, then do not copy to copy if you know. Okay, then save that, then we'll come here. So let's just clean that off. Okay, then let's run it. Should run much faster now. And okay, there we go. Alright, so that's the login menu. Now we've got this white bar here and these black corners here. So those are part of the default housing that the application comes with. Then I'll press stop here. So let's do with that first. So we'll come here on top here. Then here we'll say just one moment. Okay, and we're back. So I was about to do this. Okay, allows transparency. Then we'll equal. Then we'll say true. Then let's see. Okay, so that black line which you see there, then we'll come and run the project again. Okay, so there we are. So that white bar which was on top has disappeared. Then we'll come and do this. We'll close that. Then let's say Windows state. So say maximized. Okay, so in the maximized, oh, wow, that's cool. Okay, so in the maximized state, this will move this way, and that will move there. So what we're going to do is this. We'll just click that. Okay, so we're back. So fit all there. Okay, so this is a bit up this side, then this is down somewhere this side. So let's start with here. Which image are you? No, not this grid. Okay, so you are here. So let's see if we can move this here. Horizontal alignment. That's how far to the left it. Oh, sorry, not left. How far to the right it can go. Okay. So let's give it some margin. So margin will type. Then we'll say 10. So that's a bit small. 25. Okay, so let's go for 30. So that will be 30. So this is not like this one here. I have 0, 0, 0, 0. So I only have one configuration there. So this 30 is catering for this top area, this area, this area, and this area at the same time. So that makes okay, that looks okay there. Then let's see if we can borrow this margin. Control C. So minimize that and come to the stack panel. So stack panel, first thing we'll do is vertical. Vertical alignment, say center. Okay. Then horizontal alignment, say left. Okay. Then we'll come and put the margin here. Okay, so then let's do some good practice here. So as we're finishing off, so the first thing we'll do is this, we'll say, so GRIDROW grid row F4R4, okay, grid row, data grid row, no, just grid row, GRID grid, okay, grid HEADE, grid header section, then we'll highlight that, then we'll comment that, so at least we know where we are, which part of the application we are. Then we'll say this is the grid grid image and login form section, so just say put that there. So grid IMAGE image and LOGIN login, okay, grid image and login section. Okay, then inside here we'll come and do the same. So we'll say image, this one will say column 0, okay, image section in GRID grid ROW in grid row 1. Then we'll take that, then we'll come here, then here we'll say column, this was column 0, column 1, login section, login menu section in grid row 1. So whenever we are this section of the app, we know that we are here. So this gives us a much easier way of managing our XAML code, so at least we know which area of the app we are in there. So this is just good, this is just for good practice here. So save all that there, then we can come, okay, I can copy this here. Okay, we're almost about to finish, so I'll just do this. So I'll say image in stack panel section, okay, section, then Control C, we'll say welcome label, in stack panel section, and I'll copy that. Then here we'll say username label, USER, username, username label and username label and text box and text box in stack panel section. Then come all the way here, we'll do the same thing. So instead of username, we'll say password label and text box in stack panel section. Then we'll come here. So what do we got here? Then here we'll say button, login button, and label in stack panel section. So it will be this button and this label. Then here we'll just say label in stack panel section. So just put these comments there. So this is for just for good practice here. So I think I'll cut this off and make a separate video for how to manage your XAML code and things like that. So we'll save that and that. Then let's run it one more time. Let's see how it will look. And that is one. Let's see. Okay, so let me do this. So that is a one-to-one approximation with what we have in the UI design tool there. Then just one more thing. So challenge series, what you're going to do is you create a resource dictionary for this. Then you customize this button. So this border, so you find a way to customize this button. You use the videos for in how to in WPF to create a resource dictionary for buttons. Then there it will have the procedure on how to make this button round and make this effect more realistic. So that will be the same thing here and things like that. So that will be the challenge for you guys to make this a little bit more better. So you use that video how to WPF resource dictionary for controls, buttons and other controls. I'll put a link in the description for that video. Then just one more thing. Size. Okay, let's run that again. So like I was saying, you finish this off in the I'll give you finish this off using the resource dictionary in for buttons in how to in WPF. I'll put a link for the video there. Then this is the end of this video, review sample Z on YouTube. Like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.